Good afternoon everyone. I am Bhavita of class 7. Today I am here to present my topic, Can documentary films create a change? Now we are going to see the objectives of the topic. Objectives of the topic. Students will able to know the types of documentaries. Students will able to know their significance and the benefits of the documentary films. Students will also able to know about the how documentary leads to the social change. First of all, when we see a movie, we get many thoughts in our mind. After few minutes, we forget everything from mind and start moving on. What is a documentary film? A documentary is a non-fictional motion picture intended to document reality, primarily for the purpose of instruction, a powerful tool of education, or maintaining a historical record. In this generation, we can able to know about our past with the help of these documentary films and with the help of the reading books. And in many cases, we use documentary films. And the people who are living in the society are not having any awareness about these documentary films. Now, we are going to discuss about the different types of documentary films. Types of documentary films. Expository documentary, observational documentary, participatory documentary, reflexive documentary, and many more documentary films. Now we are going to learn about the expository documentary film. It is a mode of documentary which focus on social issues. Example, Blue Planet. In this documentary film, we can find the major problems in the society and the documentary filmmaker direct this to stop the different conditions, the people in which they are facing the problems. Observational documentary film. Observational documentary film, it focuses on observing the world. The filmmaker observe this world and direct a documentary film. Participatory documentary film. It is an documentary film in which filmmaker is the subject. In this documentary film, we find filmmaker as the major role. He takes the major role in the documentary film to get awareness about the people, what are the problems in which the society is. Reflexive documentary film. This reflexive documentary film have many similarities with participatory documentary film. Because in this reflexive documentary film, these also include filmmaker in the movie. It is a documentary in which certain ideas are reflected. Now we are going to learn about poetic documentary. Poetic documentary. It focuses on images, experience and shows the audience the world through a different set of eye. Means when we hear a poetry, we feel peace and we want to listen it once again. In the similar manner, these poetic documentaries gives us a message in a simple and easy way. Performative documentary film. When we see a performance of a sad movie or a sad song, we get emotional. In the similar way, this performative documentary is giving a message in an emotional way. It is an experimental combination of those styles that stress the subject experience while focusing the emotional. Now we are going to recount what we have learned. Types of documentary films. Reflexive documentary films, observational documentary films, performative documentary films, expository documentary films. These are the documentaries in which we have learned. Now we are going to see the difference between a documentary and a short film. There are many differences between them both. Difference between documentary and a short film. Documentaries deal with reality and short films deals with fiction. They use low budget in many cases. Comparing to short film, short films use a higher budget. Documentaries have recorded real-life events, whereas short films, they compromise the scripted dialogues as well as actions. Documentaries, they in many cases use real people and real actions. Coming to short films, these use actors and sets. These are the difference between a documentary film and a short film. Now we are going to learn about the significance of documentary film. Significance of documentary film. It leads to honest and earnest discussions on the important issue of our times. It plays a significant role to bring upon a positive change in the society. It calls upon reformations and resolutions for the better living in the society. Importance of this documentary film is helps us to understanding the present world, and it is having a honest and earnest discussions when we see these documentary films, and all the negative thinkings in which we have in our mind can be removed and we get a positive change. It also calls upon reformations and resolutions for the better living in the society. Now we are going to learn about the tenets of film and social change. Film is a unique medium that has a power to connect with individuals and communities. Applying principles of behavioral science can maximize the process. A strategic approach to target and solve a social issue can be evolved. All the people who live in this world are connected to the films. So, these films gives us a complete message about the topic, and a strategic approach. The filmmaker take all the tables and the society in which the people are facing the problem, and he will direct to send a message and all the negative thinkings. Benefits of documentary film helps in understanding the present world and its prevailing social, political and economic conditions. It has an educational and inspirational value, develops empathy and strengthens human relationships and bonding, promotes humanity and compassion. Benefits of this documentary film is, we are living in the society. When we see this documentary film, we can understand the present world and the problems of social, political and economic conditions. This documentary film has educational and inspirational values. Here you found a difficult word, empathy. Empathy is nothing but kindness. When we see this documentary film, we show some kindness on the people who are in need. This also promotes humanity in the people. Till now we discussed about the many more about the documentary films. Now there is a systematic way to direct a documentary film. Compelling story, awareness, engagement, stronger movement and social change. In this documentary, first we have to compel the story, and all the people should have awareness about the story, and that leads to the engagement, and engagement leads to the social change. Stronger movement. We all know that stronger movement leads to the social change. Till now we learned about the significance of documentary film, principles of documentary film, types of documentary film and many more about it. Now we come back again to compelling story. In compelling story, first we have to set a character, and we should set a goal. The character passing through its goal, it may face many struggles like conflicts, problems, risk and danger. Passing through all this, there will be a peak moment. That will be the climax. In the climax, the character will reach its goal and this will be the happy ending. This is the compelling story of a documentary film. Documentary film. First, when we see a documentary film, we educate ourselves and the people who live in the society. And we also empower them, analyze the people who are very enthusiastic to solve the social problem and which leads to the social change. First, when we see a movie, we educate ourselves, we empower the people and analyze the people which leads to the social change. This is the documentary. When we see a documentary, these all qualities include to us. We have discussed many more about the documentary film. Can't we make a documentary film? We can make a documentary film using resources for documentary film. Action skills, screening, short films or videos. In this general word, we use social media. In social media, there are many apps like WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook and many more. Using it in unnecessary way, we can take it in a positive way and we can share a documentary film which can change many lives. So, these are the resources for a documentary film. Curricular blogs, social media and network application. Example of real and real life incidents. List of documentary film. Children of Pyre, War and Peace, Sachin, A Billion Dream, Jai Bhim Comrade, Mary Kom and Sindhutai. These are the list of documentary films. Now we are going to learn about documentaries. Children of Pyre, story of 7 children who cremate dead bodies and steal cremation shrouds. The filmmaker launched this project to stop 300 children working in the crematorium. This is the change we get with the film Children of Pyre. All the people who work in the crematorium changed themselves and now they are educating themselves. Sachin, A Billion Dream. As we all know that Sachin is a great cricketer. This film is based on Tendulkar's cricket and this also touches his life. The documentary is on the life of the Indian cricketer Sachin Tendulkar. War and Peace. It is a novel by the Russian author Leo Tolstoy. This documentary film says that all the people who are living in this world should stop war and they should live in peace. Mary Kom. Mary Kom is a Indian Hindi language film, a chronicle of the life of the Indian boxer who went through several hardships. This documentary film is based on the Indian boxer Mary Kom. All the people who live in the society said her, she's a girl. How can she participate in boxing? But she didn't hear the words of them and start moving on. And today she became a great boxer. This is the change we get from the documentary movie Mary Kom. Sindhutai. Sindhutai is a woman who was left by her husband. She wanted to commit suicide. But when she wanted to do that, she found one child on the railway track. She adopted him and today she became a mother of thousands of children. This is the change we get from the documentary film Sindhutai, and she changed nearly thousands of people. All the people whom she have adopted, all are educated. Jai Bhim Comrade. This is the exploration about caste in India. This film says that all the people who live in this world should stop war and they should live in peace. Now we are going to rewind the list of documentary films. Children of Pyre, War and Peace, Sachin, A Billion Dream, Jai Bhim Comrade, Sindhu Tai and Maricom. From the documentary film Children of Pyre, we get a message that all the children who are living in this world should educate themselves. Sachin, A Billion Dream. With these documentary films, all the people who are having interest in sports, they can step forward to participate in sports which change their life. Sindhu Tai. Sindhu Tai, as we already discussed about the life of her. By that, we should show some empathy on the people who are in need. Maricom. She proved that our first commandment, I shall never give up. 10th commandment, I shall never give up. And first commandment, I am not inferior to anyone. By that, we can learn from that with Maricom. Jai Bhim Comrade. This says that all the people who are living in this motherland are equal and we should stop showing casteism. These are the list of documentary film. Impact of documentary film on society. Character-driven feature-length documentary film focused on the people to put a human global face on social issues. These documentaries say all the documentaries which we see are in a short period of time which gives a complete message about the topic. And the films which we see are not support to this present world. When we see these documentary films, we get many benefits and much importance of documentary films. Significance we already learned that it promotes a positive change in the society. And when we see this documentary film, we will be enthusiastic. And this is in a short period of time which all the people can see that documentary film. And there are many documentary films which change many lives of the people. If I get a chance, I will document a documentary film on Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. If I want to do that, I should have a complete message about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And there should be a setting of compelling story. That strategy of documentary film. Compelling story, awareness, engagement, stronger movement, and that leads to the social change. He is a great person in the world. With this documentary film, we can engage the people who are living in this world, can change themselves, and which leads to the social change. Empower and educate the people. Empower the talent, the goals, attitudes, ideas, success, support, performance, all the things in which they have. We can empower the humans and we can educate the people who are uneducated, and we can able to know more about these documentary films. Enact and social change. First, when we see a documentary film, as we already discussed, it is in a short period of time. When we see this, we get enacted, step forward to solve the social issue which leads to the social change. By this topic, we have learned about the significance of documentary film which promotes positive change in the society. Principles of documentary films. All the people who are living in this present world are connected to these documentary films. And there are many more about the documentary films in which we have to change the society in which saying a documentary film. All the people who live in this motherland or in the world are not having awareness about these documentary films. And we have to say them to see documentary film because it changed thousands of children and thousands of people, which leads to the social change. This social all the people who are living in this present world should know about the documentaries because we already learnt about them. Thank you everyone. Thank you to TSAT program, Telangana government, my secretary, my principal, my mentor teachers and staff teachers. Thank you everyone.